Hey there. I recently, I actually, full disclosure, I shot a vlog this morning, like not that long ago. I uh, I recorded a video of me talking. This is my new webcam. Welcome. This is my room, which, despite the frame of what you might see, where there's crap on the bed over here and like my desk is being used, my room is much cleaner than it was yesterday. I really, really fucking went ham at it and like found many things which I didn't even know that they were lost. I just didn't even know that they were here. Period. Um, and so I don't know. I don't want to I don't want to overtalk it per se because I already filmed one of these, but I just thought I'd do it again because I was playing music by Tennis in the previous one, and for one, it got dinged for copyright, which I didn't know. I didn't remember would happen when I played it because music should be. It should not be illegal to play music. Okay, it's not a crime. I'm not making any fucking money. It's funny enough when I was going through my old stuff. Like I was a YouTuber in high school. You may or may not know that. There was a note. There was a letter. Oh, hello. I love the camera. Can you go out? The no, I don't know why. I don't like that it did that. I don't like that it auto focused in. Can you go back out, please? Okay. Wow. We got very intimate for a moment there. Um, when I was in high school, I was a YouTuber, and I was like, by the standards of like 2010, 2011, I was like mildly successful. I feel like this audio is clipping, so I'm gonna like turn it down a little bit in OBS. Hopefully it's better now. Um, yeah. So um, there was a letter amongst the letters that I had, both from fans of me. I there were there, My audience was mostly young women who were in my age group at that point. And they wrote me letters, like would write to me on Twitter. It was like a whole thing. We don't have to get into it, but and then amongst those letters and amongst letters from people who I went to high school with was a notice from Google, which says, "Hey, you're a part of the AdSense network now. You can now make money from YouTube. Here's your code. Here's your code to access that." Now, I never received a single cent. Like I just maybe I just didn't know how to do it properly. Um, and also I don't think I would have like made it that far on YouTube, but the fact that I was approved for the AdSense program, you had to apply for partnership back then. Like I think now it's like like you don't like there's not like there might be some like you have to upload a certain amount of videos and have a certain amount of views or engagement or whatever, but like I think it's like the bar is much lower than it was then. I think like you had to apply before. You had to like send in an application to become a YouTube partner. And I succeeded apparently. Well, I actually knew I did. I just forgot that I did. But um so that's interesting. I don't really know where I was going with that point, but one of the many things that I came across was a notice from Google which says, "Hey, welcome to the AdSense program. Here's your code to go receive it." So maybe I should go check it out. Maybe there's some like 13, 14-year-old funds that you can collect my 5 cents. I'm sure that would be really good for my investment portfolio. Well, anyways, I guess I'll like recapture some stuff that was in the previous vlog that was um I was playing music. So I went to see Tennis last night. Today is May 31st, 2025. It is 8 a.m. Last night I went to a concert from the band Tennis. It's their farewell tour. Very important band to me. I discovered them in the 2020s, in like early COVID, and throughout the past 5 years, they've kind of come along with me for the ride. I've like periodically dived deeper into their music, And it just feels like a nice little capstone. It's the first of like 5 or 6 concerts that I'm going to this year. I just feel really blessed. I feel like this year I just have like a lot of like I think I should like structure this microphone in such a way that I don't have to like I can like sit up straight. Like I don't have to like hunch over. We're working it out. Yeah, that's nicer. It feels like this year I have the space to look at things that have been with me for a very long time that I used to acutely suffer from. And now that I'm not really suffering from them, I can look at them in a new light and say, these long-standing patterns which have dogged me for so long, how might you want to orient yourself to them now? And I think part of it is being better in conversation with people, not monologuing, offering a little distilled nugget of an idea of like, hey, I've arrived at this concept. Here it is. And then they can respond to that however they want and engage with it from there. And that's like, to genuinely enter into a relationship with people, it's not even like a for so long, I felt like I needed to explain myself to others, both for myself and for them to understand me. And I think my habit of explaining has outlasted my sense that that is a necessary thing to do. Yeah, I think I'd like to make a concerted effort to, listen more, ask thoughtful questions, engage with people, not like converse just to get something off my chest, because I don't have these unresolved things to get off my chest. There's just a habit. There's a samskara, if you will. I have a tendency to just talk and talk and talk and talk, and I'm good at it. I'm articulate. I'm not using slug preconceived phrases. I'm just being me. But I mean, other people can just be themselves too. And I think I need to just let that happen a little bit more. And yeah, that's really it. It's I got nature sounds at my window. I have my window open. I burned incense. Both the window being open and the incense burning, my father would absolutely hate. But it's nice. It's nice. I think I'm being called to be at ease, not in a resignation sense, not in a giving up sense, just in a recognition of what I already know, that I don't have to chase down a new new state, a new relationship, a new fucking whatever. Like I don't need to keep running. I don't need to keep running. And I think the muscle memory of running has long outstripped my feeling that I needed to be running. But I think it's time to just I think amongst all the joys of the things that I'm going to experience this year, which are beautiful gifts, as far as the work on myself that needs to be done, it's that the ease that I embody should reflect what I understand, what I know to be true. It doesn't mean a dimming of my excitement or a lessening of my energy. it's a repackaging, if anything. And I think I could just let it be what it is, and I don't have to worry about making it be something else. It feels like I'm reaching the point where I can let go without the sense of like I'm gonna fall or I'm gonna lose something. Like letting go is a giving up. It's not true. Maybe a giving in, but a giving in gently, where you don't. It feels like a potential for loss, but actually it's a gain in that you are opening yourself up to recognize what is already there. And as much as I talk about that, as much as I know that, I think I could increase the degree to which I live that knowledge. And that's not an effort. It's not exclusively an effort. It's partly an allowing, and it's partly a conscious cultivation of a behavior set. But if I take it as playful, and not as something with so much immense weight, it might allow the knot which has bound me to my history for so long, these recurring patterns which take new shape every couple years, take new contexts, but the fundamental pattern is the same. It may allow those to finally fall away. Not because I forced them away, not because I was cleansed in a metaphorical baptism, but because I just allowed it to pass by me, to say, hey, this way that I've been for so long, I just don't need it anymore. I just don't need it anymore. And I think people are jaded about this term, but I think that's what they call grace. Grace is to allow that to happen. I think we're very preoccupied with making things happen, making things be different. It's like a very common feature of many of our lives. Making things be different than they are. We kind of see that as like the main way to go about it, to go about life. And there's a time and place for that. There is a utility in having the ability to apply effort to make a certain outcome more likely. There is a utility to that. For me now, it's not that I'm giving that up, it's that I'm also adding a different modality, which is allowing what I already know, what I already have known for a very long time on a under the surface level, and now on the level of articulation also know, to let that influence my way of navigating the world, not because I force it to do that, but just because of an active recognition of that, to allow it to pan out. And I think what's on the table for me is like a deeper degree of freedom than maybe I've known, for like 15 years or more, maybe my entire life, maybe 30 years. It's a degree of freedom which I maybe have never lived in this life. And I don't have to chase it. And I don't have to make it happen, make it real. I just have to see how it already is. And let it unravel. Doing that, I wouldn't deign to know where that might take me, what avenues that might lead me down, what I might discover in the process of doing that. I'm not really concerned with that. It's not about producing fruits of action. It's about doing what I asked for, what I wanted in 2021. Very irritated, very agitated. I couldn't sit still. I when I did sit down, I just felt an itch. I felt the need to constantly act, to constantly do things in the world, and there was no satisfaction. In that state, I very concretely said, I want to learn how to simply be. And I don't think I understood at that time the depth of what I was saying. But the way that it's unfolded since then has shown me how good of a wish that was. And how good of a thesis statement that was, to how clear and boiled down and so pinprick on the money that was as a driving element to orient my becoming around, to orient my new modality to life around. Was I don't want to make anything different other than myself. I don't need to control anything. I don't want to add anything. I just want to allow what is to exist. Because it does. Because it does. And we do. And we are. And you are that. It's, I think what's on offer is for me to step into the freedom that I've been seeking for a very long time. Not only to step into it, but to rest in it. To rest in it. And I think that if you told me that a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I would have thought it was trite and stupid and oversimplified and not a worthwhile message. Now, though, I think it's exactly what I need. Rest not in the laying your head down on the pillow sense exclusively. Rest in the ease of going through life without constant trepidations of me knowing that things are okay and living in light of that. Because they are. Because they are. I guess that's it. Thanks for listening.